So I'm Christmas shopping for my niece at my favorite little boutique, Office Depot, and I asked the sales guy, hey, you got any printer scan fax combos? He says, printer scan fax combos? Pal, every child in America wants one of those. You're too late. I say, you don't even have one left? He says, well, we've got one, but it has a problem. I say, what's the problem? He says, this particular Hewlett-Packard prints off thirst trap photos of Ted Cruz. I say, it prints off thirst trap photos of Ted Cruz? Well, I don't want that. He says, yeah, nobody does. That's why it's the last one left. I said, can you turn that feature off? He says, not only can we not turn it off, we unplug the damn thing and it still prints them out. I say, you got yourself a cursed printer scan fax combo, pal. He says, I know, but there's nothing we can do. I say, hold on, I know a guy. And I call up my old friend, Guillaume Mezzanine, the bush pilot. I say, Guillaume, you used to exercise office supplies back in the day? He said, sure did. I said, well, I got a Hewlett-Packard here with some kind of Carly Fiorina-themed curse on it. You think you can help me out? He says, I'm already on my way. And that's when I hear the propellers of Guillaume's biplane landing in the parking lot. He has excellent timing. And Guillaume walks in wearing a priest's outfit. I say, Guillaume, you used to be a priest? He says, I did, but I had to quit because I'm too good at sex. I said, Guillaume, you're one bad. We high-five, and he starts throwing holy water on the Hewlett-Packard, going, let the power of Christ compel you. Let the power of Christ compel you. It starts printing out nastier and nastier photos of Ted Cruz. One where he's in a leopard print thong bikini and sucking on a lollipop, flies up into the face of the sales guy, and he starts vomiting black ink all over the store. Guillaume responds by pulling out a photo of Jude Law, and he says, let the power of a young pope compel you. Let the power of a young pope compel you. The machine rises up off the ground, starts shaking. The photo of Jude Law bursts into flames. I go, Guillaume, what's going on? He says, it's summoning beasts. All of a sudden, snakes and gerbils from the Petco next door start flooding in, and the fish, well, they're just doing their best. I say, Guillaume, what do we do? He says, I don't know. I've never seen evil like this before. I say, hold on. I've got an idea so crazy it might just work. I grab a stack of those nasty thirst traps and I tape them into a long chain. I shove one end into the paper supply tray. It starts printing thirst trap photos atop thirst trap photos. I connect the two ends together, creating an infinite loop of nasty Republican smut. The belt of thirst trap photos starts spinning and spinning and spinning, faster and faster and faster. The sides of the printer start to crack and emit this terrifying light. Guillaume says, don't look into the light. Of course, the sales guy looks right into the light, and his face melts off like a pat of butter on a hot stack of flapjacks. Then the printer implodes, creating an unholy wind, sucking everything in the store into it. The gerbils, the snakes, the thirst trap photos. Guillaume and I hold on for dear life. Ah! And it stops. I look at Guillaume, I say, is it over? He says, yeah, it's over. So I got my niece a gift card instead.